Okay, welcome back after lunch. We would like to acknowledge that we are privileged to meet on the unceded and ancestral territories of the Squamish and the St'át'imc Nations. We have a recommendation.
That the agenda of this meeting be approved.
Thank you, Melissa, and a second. Thank you, Rebecca. All in favor? And that is carried. We have a second recommendation.
That the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting held on April 8th, 2026 be adopted.
Thank you, Melissa, and a second. Thank you, Cynthia. All in favor? And that's carried. Do we have any trustee items? Lisa, go ahead.
Yes, I'd just like to say thank you for the concern. I want to make sure everybody is aware that I was safe during the last meeting. I had put the phone while I was parked and then parked again so that I could move it into the cup holder. I couldn't see anybody, so I want to make sure that everybody knows I was safe. And if anything was awry, the Vancouver PD, I am happy to own any consequence for driving with Zoom on. So I just wanted to clarify and make sure everybody knew it was hands-free. Rachel, my air conditioning button, I didn't see anything. I just had you on the, what's it called? Where you can hit end on the hands-free device in the vehicle. So thank you for the concern, appreciated. And I am home now from my medical appointment. So thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Any other trustee items? Okay, seeing none. I'll move down to information items, starting with the trustee calendar and upcoming events. Danielle, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So originally, we had the Calhoun School Learning Plan scheduled for today. And just wanted to let everybody know that we had to move it because of the lengthy meeting for today. So we had so many items. We weren't able to fit it in today. So that school learning plan meeting has been changed to May 20th. And it'll be in the afternoon, May 20th. And also just a reminder that Yep, sorry, go ahead.
Question?
On here, it says the retirement dinner is at 6:30 and my calendar invite said 5:30.
Yeah, my calendar invite said 5:30 as well.
So
It's at 5.
it's at 5:30. Okay, on this, it says 6:30 to 9.
Good call. Good catch. Did you need an attendance for that? If it's meeting from this
Yeah,
meeting?
I'm just not there yet.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's okay.
go ahead.
And then just a reminder that tonight is the Pemberton Custodial Recognition Dinner. So that's going to be held in the multipurpose room here in the Pemberton Secondary School at around 4:45. So we just have to, after we've done our meetings today, just head out that way for the dinner. Okay. And then the next item is the district retirements function, which has also been moved to Pemberton at the golf course, the Big Sky Golf Course, and that's tomorrow night. And it's at, was it 5:30 you said? 5:30. So just wanted to do a check-in, make sure that everybody is aware that the location had changed, the time has changed, and just want to see who's planning on attending that one.
I'll be attending.
Attending.
Okay, so Rebecca, Melissa, April's attending. And
I can come, but I might be a bit late, and if that's problematic, then
I think it's probably fine.
I don't have to be there. Okay, like it might just
It's up to
be,
you.
it may just be like 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, we'll still be chatting.
And I think, sorry, Lisa. Celeste.
Oh, Lisa's got her hand up. Does that mean you're coming?
Well, so I finished work at 5 that day, so similar boat to Cynthia. I can get there by 6:30, but is that going to be too late?
That's probably too late.
Yeah. So I'll
you're
be
coming from Squamish.
unfortunately,
Cynthia's only coming from Whistler, so.
yeah, unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend.
Okay, Celeste? Your hand's up, sorry.
That's okay. I think I had mentioned at the last meeting I'm away the 14th to the 26th, so I will not be there.
Celeste, I don't know if I had that. So you're away from the 14th to the 26th. Is that what you said? 26th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We all good?
Oh, sorry, what time do you think you would make it for? At 6 or something?
The latest 6.
Oh, I think that should. Someone could even pre-order. for you.
Sure, yeah, you could just go ahead and do that.
Like I said, usually, the first half hour, everybody's arriving and chatting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
ahead.
And then, so May 20th is, there's gonna be a strategic planning session in the morning. And then in the afternoon is the Qualicum School Learning Plan, and we just wanted to do a check-in on who can attend that. Is everyone planning on attending?
That's in Squamish, right?
Yeah.
It's at the school board office.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
So Ray, what was that again?
May 20th,
The learning plan that we had to reschedule.
Yeah, I'm away.
strategic planning session. Okay,
Yeah,
Rebecca
strategic
away. Are you just away for that day or are you away for a while?
I'm in Victoria all of next week
Okay,
or whatever week that is.
yes,
yeah.
it's me.
It's just
It's
next week,
week
yeah,
already.
already.
I also am away from the 18th until the 8th.
May 18th to 8th. June 8th, right?
Yeah.
And Celeste and Melissa?
Celeste already said she was away.
Oh, sorry.
Is it all day?
It's
It's 9 to 11.
Okay.
My suspicion is it might go to 11:15, but
for the strategic plan.
Affirmative report.
no
And
problem.
then the school learning plan is like from 1 to 2:30.
Okay.
So it's
you
the
could-
whole day.
That'll be fine. Yeah, as long as I leave by 2:30.
So you have 3 trustees that have.
I
And-
I can zoom in if that's available.
What is it?
Well, the morning strategic plan and then the
Actually,
Calculatum SLP after that.
Is Calcoombs and
You know what? I'm not sure. I'm going to assume so since it's in Squamish, but online. So there we go. So yes, we'll be able to do the online option.
Yeah, then I can attend.
Fantastic.
For the school learning plan anyways, probably not for a strategic planning session.
I think given the standing of the policy that was passed, I think we can.
Yeah.
I can speak with Kevin and I'd like to make that available
again,
online.
is Kevin Zoom?
No, he's gonna come in person.
Okay, and then Rachel, what's your day looking like next week?
I won't be there.
Are you able to attend online?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna be holding online.
Great.
For the strategic plan session. and
both
the
sessions.
School learning plan for next week. Okay, so I have you down as attending that as well. So next week, Cynthia, April, Melissa, and Rachel.
And Rebecca.
And Rebecca.
And
No,
then
Rebecca's away.
9. She's
No,
gonna
but
Zoom.
she said she was.
Oh,
gonna-
sorry,
It was
you're
the
zooming
whole,
in.
the online was my idea.
Rebecca's zooming in too. Okay, that actually works out good.
Okay,
Starts at 9.
yes,
Nice.
yeah, you're right. It doesn't say, it just says all day.
We just figured it out.
And if I may, Melissa, if that's easy for you as well, given your. Yeah, I'll let you make that decision for yourself. You
It's up
could
to you.
also potentially leave one meeting in person if you wanted to come down and do the other one online, but I'll leave that to you and your.
Or do both online if you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's up to you.
feel free.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for that. And then, yeah, it's a busy couple of weeks for the boards. And then May 27th, we have the Calcum school visit. And I believe that, Celeste and Lisa are unable to attend. And everybody else is able to attend, except we're sure about Rachel. Is that correct, Rachel?
I won't be able to attend that.
Oh, okay, you won't be able to come. Okay. So we'll just have to coordinate. Something.
I'll offer up again that Pam also has a big truck and she's willing to drive, if that's helpful. So if you're able to drive again, we're happy to support that. I think between the two trucks, we would make it work.
Well,
Have to meet somewhere.
Let's do store
who's
account.
all coming? So we have the 4 trustees.
Yeah, and then myself and Chris and Pam,
And Pam?
Yeah.
and then Guy might.
I'm not sure if you guys coming or not, but we'll have to, yeah, we'll make sure we do the count and figure out, yeah,
Krista.
make it work.
The last time we met, we
That's right.
parked in the McDonald's parking lot. Is that gonna work again, or do you want us to park it there?
There's a commuter lot across from McDonald's, yeah. Like beside McDonald's?
Yeah.
The commuter lot there, yeah.
Right, okay.
Or at the Pemberton Valley Lodge is fine too.
That's what I was wondering about.
Yeah, we can park there.
Okay.
Okay, Pemberton Valley Lodge.
Yeah, okay, great. We'll communicate via email when we.
Yeah.
know that. They'll-
Mount Curry gas station.
Okay, good.
Great.
Okay, so stay tuned and we'll work out coordinating that.
Yeah.
with Each other. Sounds good. Closer to the date.
Easy peasy.
Okie dokie. Okay, and then we're looking at the next thing after that is June 9th is agenda setting committee. And then June 10th is Indigenous education grad, and just wanted to see,
Oh, that's not on.
it's not on there, but it's on their, it's on the agenda after the
June
graduation
10th.
ceremonies. So do we have anyone who's,
Just for clarification, for trustees and for the public, that's in the south, so that's put on by Squamish Nation.
At
and-
Totem Hall.
And students of ancestry who are part of the south, yeah, we're also invited if they're graduating, so for clarity that it's not Shallium, it's specifically the south.
Squamish Nation?
That's right, at Totem Hall is where they held over here.
Okay, so April. Anyone else? Would they like to attend? I don't know. if I can say here. Because I don't have the time.
Sorry, what day of the week was it now?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wednesday.
yeah, we can probably go.
So weird that our boarding date, or that our board meeting date is on the 17th this year?
I was like that last year.
Okay.
Okay, so I have
If-
April and Cynthia.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Is if the Indigenous grad it's at Totem Hall, I can, if it's daytime or sorry, evening, I can attend too, so.
It's a dinner, Lisa.
Oh, perfect.
Last year was a dinner anyway.
Okay, so April, Cynthia and Lisa.
My guess is it's likely 5:30. We haven't received I don't know if we've received the exact timing yet, but you can anticipate around 5:30. Usually 5:30 to 7:30.
Has an invite gone out to us as a placeholder?
We haven't received anything yet, but
No,
maybe
but we
Archie,
can put a
you
placeholder.
it.
Yeah, if you can
Thank
send
you.
that, because I'm gonna see if I can
Oh, great.
swing it.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And Celeste, do you have your hand up?
Yeah, I could do Totem Hall and then the HSS ceremony also. I've got them in my calendar already.
Okay, so then I have June 11th, there's a Vancouver Coastal Health Liaison meeting that I believe Celeste you're invited to.
Yeah, I have the invitation. The unfortunate thing about these meetings never used to conflict with work for me, but now they're right in the middle of my workday. So if anyone feels strongly about wanting to attend these, I'm happy for, I don't know if you have an alternate down for VCH, but it's extremely unlikely I'll be able to go at the time that this meeting is happening.
Okay.
No, this is a relatively new, it's been formed and we asked from BCH to the board to invite the trustee rep, and we know that Celeste has expressed
Interested in the
interest
past.
before, so
Okay.
we just went with
Yeah,
that. So if
this-
there's somebody else, that'd be great.
This, I think, has existed for some time, like some form of this. Maybe it was called something different before, and I used to go to them.
Right, it's just a different, you're right, there's a new, they'll introduce themselves, so there's
I haven't got there yet,
I know,
there's
there's,
something else.
Is it
yeah,
online?
it's a little bit different.
Celeste, do you remember if it's online or in person for this one? Can't
It's in
remember.
person.
It's in
I
person.
I believe it's at Squamish General.
Is anyone interested in attending for?
Depending on the time,
Did you, I'm sorry, did you say it was online?
No,
One
it's in
to-
person.
1 to 3 p.m. I believe is the time.
And it's June 11th.
So Lisa, do you think you can make that one?
June 11th, it's a Thursday, right? So, sorry, what time?
No, it's,
Yeah.
It's from 1 to
Ooh.
3 p.m.
no.
1 till
actually
3? Yeah, let me double check one thing, but I think I can, actually.
Okay, and that's also the same day as the House Sound Secondary graduation. So I heard that Celeste said she's able to attend that one.
I can
Anyone
attend
else?
that one too.
Okay, Lisa. Anyone else? Okay, good.
And is the trustee speaking at that or?
Yes,
And,
the
and
trustee
that,
is speaking.
We need to have a trustee, right? Or at
We need
least
to
one.
have, trust.
Yeah. So Celeste and Lisa, that will be, I don't know if you want to tag team it or,
Yeah, we can tag team it.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
I will just add that I know we haven't received all the details yet, but there has been times in the past, depending on the size of the grad class, where due to restrictions of seating, sometimes they do ask for one staff member and one trustee. So I just want to put that out there, that I actually have no idea if it's
okay,
how packed it is, but some years they have limited the number of guests. That's to allow for the parents, grandparents, and things to come for the kids. So
Let's sort it out closer to the time
yes,
that
cheers.
there's
Thank
a
you.
space. Yeah.
great.
and then is there a trustee, asked to speak at the IEC grad?
Well,
Usually we do.
That's interesting, but last year, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
last
really
year they
depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
And other years they have asked, so.
Yeah,
We're not
see what
gonna be
happens.
told
See what
until
happens.
that's the day of. So I would just say whoever's
Spontaneous.
going, just have something prepared just in case you are asked. I always do a few words, or you can speak kind of hard. Doesn't be anything formal.
Okay.
Thanks for being.
Great. So we'll send out placeholders for all of those and then June 13th. So they're all like within a couple days of each other. Is the Pemberton Secondary Car Parade as well as the grad ceremony, as well as the Whistler Secondary Grad Festival on June 13th.
So I think this is the first time since I've been with the district that we've had that conflict. We've had them on the same day before, but often they're able to make that separation, so we're able to attend both. But this year is a bit of a difference, so something to keep in mind, obviously, for folks who want to go to either or. It's going to be an either or situation since they're both on the same day.
At the same time.
One starts while the other one's still going on, so you wouldn't have the time to get from one to the other. in time for speeches.
Okay.
Do we need a trustee at both?
You
I'll be,
Yeah, you'll be at Pemberton. Who's going to be at Whistler?
Melissa.
I'm afraid I cannot be at Whistler this year.
Right.
Oh, no. I know. I know. I'm really sad not to be, but
For their grad? Is Rachel around?
Rachel, will you be here on June 13th for the, is it June 13th? Yeah.
For the Whistler
Saturday.
Secondary Grad.
Whistler?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet, actually. I'll either be back on the 10th or the 13th, so. I will let you know, this in the next week.
If you don't have anybody, I can go up on a Saturday.
So Lisa, I'll put you down for that for
Just-
now.
yeah. Okay.
For Whistler Secondary.
Okay.
Is anyone else interested in attending the Pemberton Secondary one?
I'm unsure.
Unsure,
Yeah,
possible?
possible.
Okay.
Yeah, Melissa messaged me this morning. We've been communicating about it.
Yeah.
So,
And if she comes, we'll do a speech together. If she doesn't, I'll have one.
And then for Whistler Secondary, I have Lisa, and we're not sure about Rachel, but is anyone else?
I think I heard Lisa will do it if needed,
If
and
Rachel
Rachel will
can.
let us know in a week or so.
Needed.
Thank you. Thanks,
Okay.
Rachel. Thanks, Lisa.
Okay. Thank you. Lots of coordination.
Mhm.
And then on June 15th, we have the, excuse me, the DPAC meeting at the Pemberton Secondary Library. Not library. Is it in the library?
It'll be
Okay.
the library.
Pemberton Secondary.
Last one of the year.
Mhm. Okay. And then June 17th is our board meeting, so The last 2 years, we've been having the board meeting in June, 1 week later, so that we have a bit more time to prepare for usually the year-end meetings. Have a lot more presentations and we have budgets and our year in review, and all of those things, so it's nice to have a little extra week to prepare for that one. Okay, and then June 19th, we have our Pemberton Transportation and Maintenance Recognition lunch at the bus garage. So is anybody able to attend that one?
I might have to be in the city, but if I'm not, then I will be there. I can attend. I like that one. It's fun.
Yeah,
I like all of them.
me too.
Because you don't ever see those guys.
Yeah, and it's more, it's pretty relaxed.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
the barbecue, yeah.
Gonna say for any Squamish people listening, they put on a good spread. I'm just gonna say. Raise the bar.
That's right. Anyone else interested?
I could make the trek.
It's,
But.
we could even carpool if you want. Usually I
Okay.
kind of just go for lunch and come back.
Okay, I can.
So we
I
can work,
go,
we
yeah.
can do that together.
And usually we end up with beautiful weather.
Yeah.
It's all outside, right?
It's been very lovely. Okay, and then just a few days later, June 23rd, we have our joint Village of Pemberton and board meeting. That one's, I believe, in the morning
And it's in Pemberton, I guess.
and Pemberton.
It's at their chambers.
Okay, I'm good with that.
I think I can. Yeah, I can make it.
Okay. I think we had 4 trustees able to attend, so I'm pretty sure. I think it's the 4 in the spring, right? Is that correct?
For in this room.
I believe so. The 23rd. On the 23rd. Does that still work for you, Melissa?
Yeah.
And what time was that one?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Okay.
Are you able to attend, Lisa?
I won't know for a while.
Okay. So have Rebecca, Cynthia, I think April, you're.
Yeah.
And Melissa.
I can attend that one for you.
Oh, you can make that one too, Rachel?
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, so we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6. Great. That'll be nice. And then that's all I have for calendar stuff. Does anyone have any questions? Did I miss anything? There's a lot.
Anybody?
Mickus?
It looks like you've taken care of everything else, A, B, C, and D all in one spot.
Yeah.
So unless there's any other, oh, go ahead, Rebecca.
Just the CSBA, given that I'll be driving back and forth, I'm gonna be limited what I attend. So, some amount an hour and 15 each way.
Yeah,
Like dinners and stuff like that.
I'm gonna be.
I'm camping at Cynthia's driveway.
Well, you're taking your camper to Cynthia's driveway.
Nice.
How about you, but we're from the state?
It's a green 5-5. We can stop.
There you go. 2 offers.
Yeah,
Okay, I wasn't aware, so.
yeah. I
Just-
think, I think you were away then when we had the discussion, and I said that people were welcome to stay at the
Anyone's
house. Although it won't like be like luxury accommodations, there's going to be like a whole family living in there, but everyone is welcome to stay.
Family stuff.
And
Real families in there.
Melissa's, okay, any other comments about the calendar? Okay,
A busy couple months.
pardon?
It's a busy couple months.
Yeah, I know, it's true. Okay, seeing none, let's go to item A, the discussion items, BCSTA AGM report. And I see Danielle's name and my name beside it, but I would also invite all of the trustees in attendance to make comments about how that, what their experience. So I don't know who wants to start, but I'll hold that. Anybody? To volunteer somebody. Go Cynthia.
Okay, I didn't prepare anything officially for this, but I think I just would like to start by reiterating what April said about BCSTA AGM and the caliber of the speakers that are there. I think that for the most part, it's really excellent. There's a lot of knowledge to be gained. And I think what I really do like about it is that I think that people at BCSTA try really hard to look for what topics are current and what topics are important for all of the trustees across the province to be on the same page about. And I think they did a good job of doing that this year. Minnie Gray Smith, of course, was excellent. She's always really great. And I think also another highlight of that is that it's an opportunity for the South Coast branch to come together and have a meeting, touch base with one another, discuss what's happening in our individual districts, and to see if there's any areas that we can collaborate on together as a group. I think that's an advantage of BCSTA as well. Lisa Bear spoke, who of course is the minister. See, I'm trying to keep this kind of short. And then on the second day, there were 4 plenary sections and there were 4 of us in attendance, and we all went off to our individual plenary experiences. And the one I attended, Danielle and I went together and we went and saw the presentation on ransomware and cybersecurity. I think it was excellent. At first, when I read it, I thought, oh, I don't really think I'm going to go to this. Like, I don't know. And then I just talked to Danielle and she said, no, it's really important, and talked about the importance of this. And she was right, of course. It was excellent. I learned a lot. It's actually really quite interesting to understand how vulnerable we are to ransomware attacks and to all sorts of cybersecurity threats, and how important it is that everyone understands or is aware of the inroads that these hackers, or whatever you want to call them, are taking to try to get us to give up our security and allow them into our systems. The presentation did a really good job of explaining that and giving you the things to look out for when you're on your computer. What else did I say about this? I think those are the key takeaways from that. I think I'll leave it at that because
We wanted to go over the Harris one, what they were saying about what trustees' involvement, and bargaining and all that stuff.
oh, I might need like another prompt for that. Harrison involvement trustee in what?
Bargaining, interviews.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting, actually. We did go to see the legal presentation, and they said that would you say most? They said most districts don't have trustees sitting in on bargaining. And so that was a bit different than what we do. So I think that's information that we can take forward and have a discussion about and decide which is the best way to proceed. Given that information.
And just to share like what they were saying about that is that basically like if there's a trustee in attendance during bargaining and then they have to later vote on ratification or something to do with that, it's kind of puts them in a conflict. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, that was interesting because it is a bit, oh, yes. Can't believe it. Yeah, in my notes, I have a lot of things. It's conflict. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, thank you, Danielle. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'll let anyone else if they'd like to go ahead
Okay,
and speak to anything.
I'll go next to go around.
Sure.
So I too loved Monique Gray Smith. When she talked about, she had a new book, which of course I promptly purchased. I love always when she talks about cookie people. Every time she mentions the cookie people, it resonates with me. She's so warm and so inviting and so gentle that, and her message is personal often, like she talks about her own experiences, but it also is able to reach everyone in the crowd. I loved when she said there's always, and I've learned this and I've used it all through my own career. There's always room in a circle. Like I just always think about the fact that there's, if you run your things in a circle, there's always room for another person. I too, we did break up the 4 sessions. Now I went to 2, one which was super timely because it talked about how you deal with media. So if if as a trustee, you get a call from the media, it kind of, this girl, and not only did she tell us how to, but she modeled it as she was giving her presentation, which was super interesting that she was able to stand up there and model how to, don't ever say no comment. Always listen. Don't just answer the question. Don't elaborate beyond. Like she just gave so many examples, but she modeled it. So it was really good. For me particularly as a, because often now, maybe as a chair, I might get a call more often than me, not just as a trustee. So it was very helpful for me. The second one I went to was actually surprising. And it really made me, I can't stop thinking about it. It was the fellow, he works for the ministry, and there was also a fellow from Finesse. And the piece that really, I still can't stop thinking about was the absence rates. And so in this report, if a student is absent 10% or more, that is considered chronic absence in learning. And wait till I tell you the numbers. In elementary school across the province, it is a 63% of Indigenous students have a 10% or greater absence rate. And for the non-Indigenous students in elementary school, the number was 40%. So 40% and 63% of our student population has a chronic absenteeism rate. And I can't stop thinking about that. At secondary, as you can well imagine, it's worse. So in secondary school, the Indigenous absentee rate is 83%. And in elementary, and in the non-Indigenous population, it is 62%. So look at the percentages of our children who are suffering from chronic absenteeism and the effect that that has on the planning of the teacher, on the running of the classroom, all of the things, and the learning of the students. So, we can't teach children who are chronically absent. And we all, of course, in the room, we all talked about the reasons. A lot of it's to do with COVID, because during COVID, parents were told if your children are sick, keep them home. And so that's probably playing into it. But regardless of why students are away, the fact is those are the numbers of chronic absenteeism of students in British Columbia. So that to me was like unbelievably strong. Okay, we had a keynote that for the life of me, I cannot remember her name, but I didn't take a single note because I didn't. Let's read
Clara Hughes.
Clara Hughes. Okay, I have listened, like I've told you guys over and over, I've listened to so many professional development speakers. I didn't move. I didn't take a single note. I never took my eyes off her, as did nobody in the room. Like that woman was so engaging and so like she does this presentation and she brings so much energy to every presentation. And looked at her, thought, oh my good Lord, how do you muster up that much authentic energy every time you give this presentation? But I'm telling you, if you haven't heard Clara Hughes, she is unbelievable. Like my personal story, my niece is currently writing her PhD, and I've connected her with Clara Hughes because everything that Clara Hughes was on about is what my niece is doing for her PhD. So I made a personal connection for those two people. But that woman is like was worth the entire AGM listening to Clara Hughes. So that was the professional learning side of it. Then was the AGM side of it. And the AGM, first off, I have to thank Cynthia. Like Cynthia came to the AGM, and the night before, she got food poisoning. And she was fine 1 minute and was absolutely not fine the next minute. It's true. And despite the fact that she didn't sleep all night, she managed to get to the AGM, the business section, and kind of was there.
Kind of
I mean,
participate.
not their usual Cynthia fashion, but she was there. So the thing that I want to point out from the AGM that came out, and because I'm part of the professional learning committee, we talked about it a lot on the debrief the second day. Or the Sunday, sorry. So as you're part of PLC, you meet on the Sunday morning from 9 until 1. And so we had a huge part of that meeting was focused on the debrief of the AGM, because as Cynthia also pointed out before we went to the AGM at the meeting, the April meeting right before the AGM, she felt that a lot of the agenda, a lot of the motions brought forward were operational and not governance. And that was very much noted by a lot of the people. I mean, it was even spoken in the room several times. People got up to the mic and said, look, this is not governance, this is operational. And the worry is that it's going to speak to relevancy, right? We need to be, as a board, very, very, very aware of the two positions, whether it's governance and operational. And I was speaking at the PLC meeting of a fellow who sits on PLC from, I don't know what branch Coquitlam is, but he said, that is why you will never see a motion brought forward from Coquitlam, because we've realized that any of these things are better solved at our local, and we never want to get in the position of trying to bring forward something that is outside the realm of being a trustee. So I think that it's also been out there on the there's a lot of online chatter about it. So if you hear it, know that it definitely was something that needs to be addressed. So hopefully moving forward, there was enough concern about it that it will be addressed in future AGMs. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for me. Melissa, go ahead.
I think Monique Gray Smith is phenomenal. She's always, like you both said it as well. You just want to give her a big hug and be hugged by her. She's just such a lovely human. And Claire Hughes, I got home and I was like, she was like in her 50s, and she was like, and then we did this. And then like it was infectious. And I was really sick and had to sit off to the side, but she was just, yeah, phenomenal to watch and to hear the hurdles that she went through, because you don't hear about that part of what made her get to where she is. And I was blown away hearing her childhood and what she overcame and how she got to where she was, and watching men do the most boring sport in the Olympics and was like, I'm gonna do that. And everyone said, no, you're not. And she's like, watch me. So I thought that was wonderful. And then same thing as what you said, it's great to see everyone together, and there is important work that's done at AGM, and I'm not sure that I think that standing out and not advocating for things that are necessary, I think that is part of trustee work. So that's an interesting conversation. And then I went to governing through an election, which had some really important information on there of like how to act once you decide you are going to run, and how to act once you decide you're not going to run, and legally what you can and cannot do, and how to really explain what it is that a trustee does, because there are a lot of people who jump in and don't necessarily understand what that means. So making sure that people are informed and pointing them in the right direction of policies that we have and procedures to have a full understanding of what you're about to jump into, to make sure it's for the right reasons. And that was by Lisa Zorn, who was also the parliamentarian for the AGM. And I always think that she does such a great job, because she's a little bit tongue in cheek as well. So she makes conversations funny, but also you understand the importance of it. And then I did another one that was put on by the BCSTA lady. My brain isn't working right now.
Carolyn and Suzanne.
Yes, thank you. And they're always really you never know what you're gonna get when you go into a session with them, because there's so much knowledge that's there. And they kind of go off on a little bit of a tangent with each other. And I find I get more out of that tangent than I do what they were actually talking about, because it's more off the side, but things that are curious. So I really enjoy anything that they put on. And they also had a big reminder of, if you're choosing to run, then you are still an advocate for the position. So if there's someone who is also interested in running and for your area, then be prepared to campaign, but also still be polite and know that you're in public eye. And then if you choose not to run, it is our job as a trustee to finish strong and be an advocate for the position. Try and find a couple of people to have conversations with them and be like, if this is anything that interests you, you should absolutely put your name in, or let's have coffee and discuss this, or maybe you should meet our secretary treasurer or one of our staff and get an idea of what's going on. They're not saying like to take up your time. They're just saying if it's something that is available to do that. So there was a lot of talk about advocacy and going into this election at this AGM and how important it is. So yeah, that's a great couple of days. I'm sure I missed some things, but
Sure, I missed a lot. Let me check in. Again, I share with everyone your opinion on Monique Grace Smith, and I had tears in my eyes on many occasions just listening to her. Couple things that she had said that really stuck was like, we can feel more than one emotion at a time. And you know, it's just validating, because you know, I'm often torn in how I feel about certain things. So and what brings joy to your life, and you know, to think on that, and where do we find happiness? So just all the pieces in her story, and then the bonus was I got a book for my granddaughter from her, so that was wonderful. It was just, you know, I didn't take very many notes at all. Again, just listening to her, and the emotions that brought out for me. Clara Hughes, same thing, like wow, and I could not believe her age either. Very youthful. What else did we have that hasn't been commented on? Well, the branch meeting and stuff. It's always great to see everybody and share what we're doing in our districts. And I do believe that April and Cynthia are going to continue on as the, you know, co-chairs or vice chairs or chair and vice. So thank you guys for that.
We were presidents.
Presidents.
I believe that's the term.
Is that the term?
I think so.
And stuff. So thank you guys for your work in that. Always interesting as well to attend the long service recognitions and see how many years people have in service. And I think I got my 17 or something like that. But there's people with 30 plus years, and it's incredible. Rachel was 12. Rachel was 12, yeah. Not all warm and fuzzy for me for some of the breakout sessions that we attended. There were a couple, I'm just going to be honest, that I feel, I won't mention which ones, but fell a little flat, or I questioned the content of what was being shared. So I'm just going to leave those there.
Were you able to fill out the survey and send that information back to BCSTA?
I did not.
Okay.
Is that still open?
I don't know.
No.
I doubt it, but that's helpful for
Yeah.
them to know for sure.
Yeah, I can just email Gordon or something.
Yeah.
Easily enough. Yeah, and then other than what everyone else has said, there's, you know, I had some fantastic offline conversations with other trustees from different districts, and the social aspect of spending time with you ladies, and Chris.
Yeah.
Chris and his ladies. Anyway, it's always so valuable to build those relationships amongst ourselves. So thank you for taking the time. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. Any comments or questions before we move on? All right.
Oh, can I just make one comment
Go ahead.
about that? I wonder if there's a place, and we don't have to answer the question right now, but just keep it in the back of our minds. I wonder if there's a place that we could schedule in the trustee work book schedule, whatever it's called, where we could, before AGM next year, like this could be a big ask, and if it is, just say no. Be together to review all of the policy, the motions that are going forward. And for lack of a better term, like come up with a bit of a game plan for our district. I don't know if that would be helpful or not during the AGM. But that's just something I've been thinking about. So we don't have to act on it now, but that's just a comment.
It's gonna be interesting to see where the BCSTA moves on this, because there may be that we find next year there are less
Yeah, there was a comment.
motions.
There was a comment after the fact that I read that really resonated from one of the other board chairs, and they said, if you have 53 priorities, do you really actually have any priorities? And I don't think they're wrong with
No.
that statement, because
That's something, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
It was said
Yeah.
a few times.
Yeah, it was said, it
Yeah.
was said at the mic a few times,
Yeah.
it was said at my after meeting. and-
yeah, I think it is really important that if our role is advocacy, then we need to really try to focus on what it is we want to advocate for that's best for education across the province.
I think we might see some changes given a lot of the feedback that's happened since the AGM. But I
Um,
don't think it's a bad idea.
if it's helpful, we could add in like, in the board meetings the month before we have AGM, we could add in some time for the board to just have like some
Discussion on the
offline
motions.
discussion.
Mhm.
If everyone thinks so.
Yeah, I think you would feel more prepared at the
Mhm.
AGM if you had an understanding, even if we grouped, like there was a lot of motions that came forward that were just worded a little tiny bit differently, but said the same thing.
Mhm.
And so we either, and interesting, sometimes we passed them and sometimes.
I
didn't
found
pass
that
them.
so
Even
curious.
more
Yeah.
Interesting.
Exactly.
But sometimes it also depends on, it is the time of the day in which the particular motion is presented in that.
I
meeting
think there's,
So
there's truth.
I
to
think
that
there may
too.
be some work done at BCSTA, but I do like your idea.
I would want to be clear though, for like, if we have a discussion leading up to it, because we know that the motions are as we're going in. And then the trustees who are part of that discussion some aren't in attendance. There could be new information that comes up on the floor
Oh,
that changes our mind. I
Yeah,
just want to be clear that we're not going in there
No.
with a preconceived
No.
vote.
No,
Never. In fact, I don't even know if the vote should come into the conversation, just
No.
an understanding
Yeah.
of what it is. Sometimes the motions are really wordy. And just a general understanding of what it is we're talking about.
And
so we're not-
sometimes language that I don't understand or when not, but I just wanted, because we're in a public meeting. Let the public be aware that we're not going in
No,
ahead of time with decisions because new information can come about.
a lot of it.
Mhm.
I've been influenced
Yeah. me
by
too.
things I haven't thought about.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's,
Sometimes
and the
this
same
way,
goes,
This way and this way and this way.
and the same goes for our own board meetings.
Yeah.
Like when we're discussing a motion, same idea.
You're not wrong.
Mhm.
Okay. Are we good? To move on. Let's see, and so, B, 2026-2027 school learning plan schedule, Chris.
Yeah, I'll try and be brief. I recognize we have got about 10 minutes left in the scheduled meeting, so this is just a check-in with the group for their feedback. For the last couple years, we've moved from all the learning plans at once to a October, November, and then a April, May schedule. I do want to share that the principals really enjoy the option of either presenting in the spring or the fall. But the question before the board is they like to continue status quo, or is anybody wanting to move back to all at once, either in the spring or the fall?
I like it.
Lisa's got her hand up.
Yep, thank you. I like it how it is this year. I found it easy to schedule, a lot easier to schedule my other duties across as well. So, and I was able to get to a lot more this year. So I definitely appreciated the accommodation. Thank you.
Go ahead, Celeste.
I think we should do it when works best for the principals and the staff at the schools.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Easy. Okay, the next one is the 2026-2027 education session topics. My name is beside that. I have been, I don't know if approached is the right word, but Rick Price emailed me a resume. He's working and he's done a lot of work for BCSTA on governance, and he is available to do an education session for our board if we would like that option. So I'm just gonna throw that out there and then offer up if anybody else has any other ideas about our education session topics. What, Melissa?
Is it going to cost us something to have Rick come in?
I don't know. I would assume, it seems like it's a bit of a, seems like it's a bit of a business for him, but I don't think it's, yes, good question, Melissa. I can find out though.
Okay, after seeing the budget this morning, I would say if there's a cost to us, then
No,
probably not.
Okay.
But if it's a minimal cost, I would say all education is important to that. Good, but
his session might be valuable, given that we have an election in the fall. We have new trustees.
yeah. that's
His
nice.
knowledge would be helpful probably.
But also Academy in the fall is going to be
Is-
based on new trustees.
Yeah.
So there'll be a lot of talk about governance.
There will. Maybe Celeste has your hand up.
Yeah, there's actually at least one video with Rick and Stephanie Higgins on the hub talking exactly about that, which is available to us for the price of free. So
Right.
I would say we should utilize what is on the hub. There is a lot of good information there, and there is no need to hire a consultant.
Yeah, because they did, you're right, Celeste, they did, I think it was about a year ago, maybe, the two of them presented at Academy or AGM or much like what Carolyn and Suzanne are doing now.
Putting it online. Any other thoughts about education topics?
We can submit them as they come to our mind like we have in the past.
Yes, can we do that?
I do believe last year what we did was that right around now, we brought the subject up. And then have time to bring it forward and we discuss it in the June meeting.
Okay.
What the options are and then what we're gonna set. So our first ed session is usually what? November? November, December. Something like-
And that's
something
time for
like
staff.
that.
I'll just share that
Yeah.
as well. So that's
Yeah,
no worries.
but
from
my
us.
point being that that's after the election, so there could be some new trustees, so we're making this like.
Yeah, well, now I'm thinking back to like the first year when we had like a new board. It's always helpful to have, like, we had like a budget session, on just what to expect for like the terms and stuff like that. We had like new trustee training. remember? So maybe
We have to
do-
do that, like.
It's gonna
Maybe
depend.
that's-
Like the school act, I think says you have.
Will
to do
depend.
trustee training.
We could have it. Yeah. Will depend on who's-
Or we can decide now what we want to do for that.
Okay, go ahead, Cynthia.
I think it might be in policy, either ours or in the school act, that you have to do a new trustee training session.
We do. We have to do
Yeah.
orientation.
So I think, yeah,
That's already covered. That's not under this heading, is what you're saying.
is that separate from
I
this?
would think.
Usually we like can't. Well, it depends how many other sessions. But our like trustee orientation, we did two of them, I think. So. We kind of broke it into different.
We might come out of CSBA with something that we really want to.
We might come and see us.
So maybe we should.
I, for one, particularly enjoyed the book club one.
I love,
I'm a
And
book club
even-
person, but
even that one where Celeste had something ready that we all, was that the book one? Or
no.
No,
it's
we
a
read
online
something
thing
off the
from
hub and then
portal.
all got together on Zoom and had a conversation. I got so much out of that. And
Mhm.
then with no pressure on the staff, they had nothing to do with it. It was just us. So I
Mhm.
really appreciated that.
And free.
And free, yeah, and the hub, like Claude said, has so much information.
Mhm. Okay, I don't know if we've helped Daniel, but I don't think we've nailed down anything, but I think we've had.
I heard the option of providing input. for team.
For Jim.
And then I'm also hearing that we want to revisit again after CSBA, maybe in September.
We usually set aside, what, 3 days? Sorry,
Yes.
so if anybody has any burning topics or
Mhm.
whatnot that they're interested in, please put, I would say, please put it forward. And we can revisit in June.
Jim, and then again in
And,
September.
and knowing maybe we'll keep a slot open for something that comes out of CSBA.
Okay. Moving down to correspondence, do we need to do anything with this?
Yes.
Do. Okay, so the Village of Pemberton, there's a letter there, and if you haven't had a chance to read it, the Village of Pemberton is looking for a board member to join the Recreational Service Advisory Committee. And they've approached us to have somebody from our board be on their committee.
So they say board or principal or vice principal. Was there anyone in the schools who?
I think Chris would prefer not
I
to.
will just respectfully for the time of the principal,
Yeah.
this is more of a politician meeting. I think if there's notions of feedback and input, I'm sure a principal would be happy, but I wouldn't recommend
Yeah.
approaching one of our
That's-
principals to have to add this to their
That's what I
plate.
was thinking.
And given the board's advocacy around and engagement with municipalities, I would prefer that be a board member, feasible. Thank you.
So are we looking for volunteers? Or how many? How many? Just one? It's just either a trustee, yeah, from the Pemberton area. Okay,
So that's
kind of down to the.
so that's
two of
the
you.
piece. the local-
They're interested in it, but if Rebecca is,
I've been a part of it before.
okay. So I'll do
Have
it.
at her.
Okay.
Great.
It's a non-voting.
You didn't have to appoint her or anything.
No.
Volunteer. That's what.
Good.
Melissa,
Thank you, Melissa.
it is. Okay, so we'll let them know tomorrow. Thank you, Melissa.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Melissa.
that. That's great.
Okay, do we have any action items? Nope, okay, questions of clarification from the public? Please,
We do not.
okay. And so we are calling this meeting adjourned, and I believe the next meeting starts the incoming meeting starts in like 2 minutes.
But it's in camera,
But
so,
but we still have to log on because
yeah.